perspective on the role education plays in community?
Well, education is a very powerful tool. It can either colonize you or liberate you. It can be a way of perpetuating the status quo, or it can be a way of affecting changes in the status quo. So it's really, although it comes on as like it's a neutral place of talk and discussion, schools are political sites. So right off the bat, a community's got to be aware that education is a political entity, and try to make schools carry out what will benefit the community as opposed to what will benefit the state or the corporation, because a lot of times people think schools are there to create workers or to help people find a career or to maintain skills to live by. And so what you get there is a contradiction in what educate means, which is to deduce, to draw out, and what some people term schooling, which is more of a training. So I think the purpose of, what was your question? Basically, the purpose of schools in a community, or the purpose of education in the community. The purpose of education in the community is to me, education and social justice are the same thing. So it's freedom is the end of education. It's not preparing people to fit into society, but preparing people to make society. So in that extent, schools are a means to maintain, sustain, and benefit the community, and not something that is training students in the interests of some other entity other than the community. Basically, the community better watch out and secure control of schools and the education, so that the curriculum and the goals benefit people around the school rather than some other purpose.
If you had to go into your mental lexicon and pick a monumental story that you would like to share, what would that story be?
Oh, there's several. I don't have any in regard to education.
It doesn't. No, just a story, a meaningful story in your life that you would like to share.
Well, probably one of the most meaningful one was when I got to play country music back in my own neighborhood. Back in the late 60s, early 70s, country music, which is part of my background, because my family listened to country music and we watched country music on television, the Midwestern Hayride. Country music was considered redneck, and a lot of people didn't like country music. In fact, I turned my back on country music myself, because you did have some redneck country songs and country music orientations. But I ended up having an opportunity to play country music. I played folk and bluegrass in college, and so I had a chance to play country music with some young people I knew. And so in that process, I helped rediscover my roots. I did a lot of studying on country music, more in depth than I had before. And I got to play what was called Flo's Cardinal Bar, which is right down there on Virginia Avenue next to Pepe's Grill. And to be back in my neighborhood where I grew up, playing country music in a local bar, helped me to clarify who I was, and sent me on I think a journey. It was a fork in the road for me. It helped me to maintain my authenticity as I went forward in trying to fulfill some of my educational goals. But I did it I maintained my identity, my original identity. I didn't lose it and become middle class or something like that. But playing country music in the country bars, which I did after that, more of, around the Fountain Square East Side. And in fact, I got to play piano in a country band in Siegel's down on Moore Street, where my mother had played piano. So that was real important to me, to rediscover and be authentic in regard to my social economic status as a working class person.
All right. Thank you for 5 minutes, John.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, I knew it. We could do it. Make it happen. All you do is pursue it. Just do it.